Hey guys, how you doing? Good morning, good evening, good afternoon to others around the world. Welcome back to another Pokemon Unite video featuring Duraludon. Brand new Pokemon that just came out in Pokemon Unite. Super underrated for a lot of people because he kind of looks, kind of bland to be honest. But I assure you, definitely worth the 10k. Definitely worth trying him out and playing him. The most fun I've had in a Pokemon release for a long time right now, actually, to be fair. Like, I can't remember the last fun Pokemon that's been out besides, I guess, Aegislash. I actually enjoyed that one. But prior to that, I don't know. It's been a minute. This Pokemon is definitely not what he appears. Like, you know how you say don't judge a book by its cover? This is him in a nutshell. He's a lot of fun to play, he has a lot of damage, super safe, especially for those of you that don't like to be up in confrontation. You know, you can do it from afar and then laugh at people when they try to get to you, you know, because as they die, it's pretty great. Now, his jungle clear speed, I'm running, what do you call it, Buddy Barrier, I'm running Muscle Band and Scope Lens, right? His jungle clear speed is actually relatively very good. You can get done with jungle roughly about like 912, 915-ish area. So you make it over to like the little speed berry and you get down to bees in time, no problem. His clear is actually pretty solid. His Ganks though, this is where this Pokemon shines. Come out of a bush with Flash Cannon, or come out of the bush with Dragon Pulse. It's pretty nuts because there's not really counterplay when it comes to Dragon Pulse. All you have to do is auto attack from safe distance, and you can abuse his auto attack range. Like you can abuse it because some Pokemon have short auto attack range, and if you're behind a wall or what have you, you can still reach them. And it's kind of cool because at the end of the day, like this dude right here, like he doesn't see me, which is great, but hop into a bush, kind of like Cramorant does before he pops the Unite down. Hop into a bush, pop Flash Cannon, and just go pew pew. Pew pew mode, that's it. Nice shot, Mr. Mime. Good job, buddy. Oh, I feel bad for this Gengar though. I saw it coming. Now, what I am happy about, because you know, my Gengar video, people are playing Gengar more, and I'm super stoked for it, but at the same time, people are going to jump on the Gengar bandwagon and realize he's super good now type thing, you know what I mean? I love to see it, but I hate to see it, but I also love smashing new players who are just like, Gengar has been good all along, you know what I mean? But in any case, Duraludon though, I've tried both movesets. I cannot pick a favorite. I think both are super viable. I think I really enjoy Flash Cannon, but I also enjoy the other one as well, Dragon Pulse. Now, Flash Cannon is super safe, right? I've noticed that playing with Dragon Pulse, when you run into Snorlax players who actually are running the shield ability, you know, the giant wall, it can knock you out of it. When you get ready to use your Unite move, you can give yourself a shield, right, from your ability, right? But Snorlax can cancel your Unite move animation. You get the shield, but you don't get the animation. It goes on cooldown. Had a couple games where that happened to me, actually. And you know what? I'm sure we'll probably run into it again today. For the next game, like I'm sure it'll happen. I've been running into Snorlax as of late, but still, you know who I haven't seen as much? Lucario. You know what? I'm happy about it. Yeah, you darn right. I'm happy about not seeing Lucario as much. I'm seeing more Decidueye, which really upsets me and everybody else, I'm sure, because they buff the Pokemon. They give him Spirit Shackle damage increase, whatever. They don't buff his movement speed, defenses, none of that stuff. So what are people doing? They're like, oh, the Decidueye is so good. And now he's in pretty much almost all of my games that I've been playing today. And on my team, and that's the worst part. I think I'm probably gonna get killed here. Oh, okay. Alright, yeah, I did. I guess I should have left Mr. Mime to do that. By the way, this Mr. Mime player was really on it today. Very solid. Like, no complaints. Very good. Like, hats off to this guy, because we don't see Mr. Mime that often. And thankfully, he did not get a giant nerf or anything of that nature. I mean, he's still Mr. Mime. He's actually performing a lot better with Guard Swap now. But hey, each their own. I have a video coming up on that here soon. But in any case, otherwise, you know, like this Pokemon here, I think is going to be S tier for a lot of reasons. Just because, like Cinderace, right, for instance, you can play safe and do super well. I mean, he doesn't have Blaze Kick, for instance, but he does have Flash Cannon, which can stun, which can do super heavy damage, and it also crits. In case you guys don't know, as you can see, Duraludon has crit rate as he levels up, and he gets crit from Scope Lens as well, obviously. But Flash Cannon with Scope Lens, it's pretty nuts. It is pretty nuts. You can crit from a mile away and be safe about it. I think you have the same amount of range as you do for Spirit Shackle with Flash Cannon, and that is very insane. Especially when people don't expect how much damage you actually do with Flash Cannon. Look at that, like Gengar just woof. And so while you're in the animation, right, you can't move unless you hit the flash cannon button again to walk away. The best thing in that situation, you can eject button while you're inside the flash cannon animations, and you can Dragon Tail. So you can still position yourself well, even though this Pokemon doesn't have mobility. It's very limited, you know what I mean? But if you're running Dragon Tail, you can pretty much just move yourself to a better situation, better spot when you're inside a flash cannon. And you don't really have to worry about a lot of Pokemon jumping on your face, generally speaking. I mean, you got Zeraora, you got a Gengar, and Charizard. I think Charizard is probably the worst out of all Pokemon to deal with versus Duraludon, because 9 out of 10 he has his Unite move, and there's not really much you can do about it. He's gonna burn you down. But I mean, Gengar, you can necessarily counterplay if you time out your Dragon Tail when he gets ready to hex you. You know what I mean? Or when he gets ready to Dream Eater you can cancel his animation of Dream Eater if you time it right with Dragon Tail. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, I still think this Pokemon is going to be super strong, especially in the right hands, because all you have to do is play safe and just poke, 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 poke. Like, look at that. It's just so cool, man. It's nothing is more satisfying than playing Duraludon and hitting someone from a bush with Flash Cannon, like, and see how much damage it does. Other than playing Gengar and surprise Dream Eater somebody with one-shots, those are too much fun. But for those of you who are on the fence about picking up this Pokemon, definitely do it. Definitely just do it. I mean, eventually you're gonna own all the Pokemon, right? But if you don't know if you want to get this Pokemon because Azumarill is coming out, that's a tough one. Because Azumarill is going to be very, very strong as well, and I'm super excited for him. This poor Sylveon, though, I'm trying to tell you, just wait, they'll come. Look how much damage that is with Flash Cannon. Look how well I'm doing my positioning with Dragon Tails. Giving yourself a eject button allows you to give yourself like another get out or get out of jail free card. Like, so how much healing I got back between Eldegoss and my auto attacks there, by the way. I'm just healing. Look at it go. It's pretty good. Dude, where's the 5th one at? Dude, like, he is so much fun once you position well with this Pokemon. I already have Unite move and everything ready to go just in case they come back in. His Unite move is actually incredible. Like, it's very, very solid. We'll go over all his abilities and stuff in the very next game. You know, that way you guys can get a gist on what he does and stuff. I think I'm probably get burned out here, to be honest with you. Oh, thanks, Cinderace. Appreciate you, buddy. Like, poor Gengar, though. Alright, I'm definitely dead now. Yeah, I'm definitely dead. You got me. But either way, boys and girls, I will see you guys in the very next Pokemon Unite video. We're going to dive into game number 2. For those of you that are interested, you know, tag along. I'll see you all in a minute. Oh my. Bro. Oh, that's kind of cool. So I guess you can time it right with Dragon Tail to counter Charizard's Unite move. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next game. Let's go. Hey guys, how you doing? Good morning, good evening, good afternoon to all those around the world. Welcome back to another Pokemon Unite video featuring Duraludon, coming through the jungle in a Master Rank, having a good old time in the bot side with our first gank. And yes, that is a Talonflame, Fletchling, whatever you want to call it, still in my jungle because, hey, every Talonflame player, every Cinderace player does it. And what are we going to do about it? We're just going to go gank a lane, get experience, move on with the day. And our buffs will be up there here in a minute because they're going to forget about them as they always do. But today we're running Dragon Pulse because at the end of the day, Flash Cannon, Dragon Pulse, I can't decide which one I enjoy more. I love Flash Cannon just because it gives you those crits and it's fantastic. It reminds me of Siege from Heroes of the Storm, but at the same time, in this sense, it's better. Like, it's just so much better here because you can use Dragon Tail, you can eject button, you have so much mobility for this Pokemon, in which it doesn't seem like a lot, but in those situations where you can just tumble over a wall and stuff like that, when it comes to melee Pokemon where they have to walk around, it's pretty good. It is pretty good. Then at the same time, you can sit in the bush just like Cramorant would do before he pops Unite move, hit Flash Cannon, and just go to town. And you do crit on Flash Cannon. Now, when it comes to Dragon Pulse though, this ability is absolutely crazy. You see those little blue orbs around that Hoopa there? For those of you that played Smite, Zeus, for instance, it's basically the same mentality when it comes to Duraludon. The more orbs that they have, when you hit the Dragon Pulse button, the more damage it will deal. Now, for instance, as soon as you pop a Dragon Pulse, right, on a target, your next, I think it's 4 auto attacks, they will start healing you, giving you back HP. So you get sustain on your auto attacks after you Dragon Pulse, which is fantastic, right? And if you kill a target with Dragon Pulse, right? If you kill an enemy, you KO an enemy, what happens is it resets the cooldown on Dragon Pulse from 10 seconds to 5 seconds, so it lowers the cooldown. And those 4 consecutive auto attacks that you can do now also lower the cooldown even further. Dude, it's very, very busted in a sense where once good players realize how to chain together Dragon Pulse after Dragon Pulse, it's going to be very, very scary to deal with a very good Duraludon player. Because once you pop it and you get a kill, you can chain to the next target because the cooldown just keeps getting lower the more auto attacks and stuff that you get. You see how he's sitting in that bush up there with Hyper Cannon or Flash Cannon, just going pew 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 pew? Dude, that's how it feels though. It's so satisfying to play that ability, especially when it crits. Dragon Pulse just seems like it's very, very good. It's very solid. I love the ability as well, but it seems like you have to work a little bit more, which is fine for a lot of people. It's fine for me, but at the same time, some people don't enjoy this type of playstyle. They might see this as monotonous or a little bit tedious or not as fun because you have to get stacks on a target to actually deal damage with Dragon Pulse. Whereas Flash Cannon, you hop in Flash Cannon and go pew 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 pew. Either way, they're super fun to me. But this Pokemon is, I haven't had this much fun playing a new release Pokemon since, I think, Aegislash, and prior to that, couldn't tell you. Couldn't tell you. They did a really good job on this Pokemon, but at the same time, it's like, don't judge a book by its cover, because originally when I first saw him, I didn't think he was going to be great. And then saw his abilities and start theory crafting and stuff. This Pokemon is very, very fun and has a lot of build choices it can do on teams. And no matter what they are, they're all safe because you would automatically assume, you know, it's a competent player and stuff. You know, you want to be a competent player or whatever and stay out of bad situations. This Pokemon gives you that in a nutshell. Regardless of which ability you choose, Dragon Pulse or Flash Cannon, you have the opportunity to stay far away and just pew pew damage. Now Flash Cannon zooms out. It would pan out, like the screen pans out, kind of how Spirit Shackle is on the Decidueye. And then you have that ridiculous range once you hit Flash Cannon on your auto attacks that do crit with Scope Lens yet again. It's just, he's so good. He is so good. And yet his Unite move is another busted ability, in case you guys don't know what that does. It gives him a shield automatically, right? And then it drops a ring of fire per se on the ground. The enemies that walk through this fire take damage. The enemies that are stuck in that fire will take damage. It's very, very strong. Now, at the same time, it does have another ability as we pick up that 4-piece, like no big deal, you know? I'm actually pretty solid with this Pokemon right now. I feel like every game I play with this guy, I just have more and more fun. I can do more and more damage. I'm trying to break 130k now. I think we reached up to 112, give or take. So we're getting there, we're getting there. But in any case, the upgraded version of, I'm sorry, not the upgraded version, the other side effect to his Unite move, it lowers the enemy's speed while they're in it. So it allows you to, what, get off Dragon Pulses, what, shoot people with Flash Cannon. Like, it does so much for you. It gives you utility and burn, a giant AoE. And the more targets you hit with the ability at a time, so in other words, you're at Zapdos, so you hit everybody, the more damage the ability will do. So in case you guys didn't know that, which is actually pretty incredible because it will increase your damage depending on how many targets you hit with the ability. And being at Zapdos, it's very, very easy to do that. You just gotta be mindful because there's a lot of Pokemon that got buffed, a lot of Pokemon that do damage. You as Duraludon, you don't want to be, you're not the main focal point of your team, you're not the main, what do you call it, defender type thing, so you gotta be careful on where you step. Because you don't want to get outstepped, essentially. That way they can take you down. You don't want that to happen. Now, you do have other options. You can play him in the jungle and do just fine, like I do. His jungle clear is actually really, really solid. You can clear his whole jungle and get over to the movement speed berry by, what is it, like 9:15-ish area, give or take. So you have no problem making it to bees in time every time. So that's a good thing. And considering they buffed a lot of Pokemon, i.e. Gengar and stuff, Gengar's jungle clear is phenomenal. But Duraludon's is nowhere near as good as Gengar's clear right now. You know what I mean? I think Gengar clears the jungle a little bit faster. But you see that? He touched the fire and got burned, which is great. Now keep in mind though, it's very hard to tell when you're fighting another Duraludon. He pops his Unite, you pop your Unite. At least for me, it's hard to tell, you know, are these my flames or these his flames and stuff. Obviously, you know when you start taking damage, but you don't know by looking. At least I haven't been able to pick that up. So, you know, be mindful when it comes to that sort of thing. Dude, I told you, chill in the bush at Zapdos. Every single time. They will come. Somebody will come, and you can get free kill. And now he's dead for 20 seconds. You know what I mean? So it's 4v5. Guarantee automatically. I think that's really cool. Just because all you have to do is have a little bit of patience instead of rushing in at Zapdos. I feel bad for Hoopa. He just popped Unite move for no reason. I don't get why he did that. But hey, look how much damage your autos do in the late game. You saw that? Almost 3-shot Digger Ninja just with auto attacks. That's insane. I think the Pokemon per se is a little bit balanced. Like, I don't think he's overpowered or underpowered. I think he could probably use a little bit of a buff to some of his abilities, but that's about it. I mean, I feel like he's very, very solid. But either way, man, hopefully you guys do enjoy this video. I do have a giant update for the channel coming out here within this week, so stay tuned for that. I have a lot of things planned, but, you know, just got to go ahead and execute the plan and get stuff situated. So give or take, we will hear more information about all this tomorrow. But for those of you who are out there who haven't played Duraludon, I advise you to pick him up, spend the 10k, give him a try, because he's a lot of fun. Like the most fun I've had since Age of Slash on release day. And that's crazy. And before Age of Slash was nobody, because I can't think of anyone else other than Age of Slash as of late that I actually really enjoyed in the early game. But hey, man, I want you guys to go ahead and have a good day. Have a good evening, night, whatever you want to call it. I will catch you guys in the very next Pokemon Unite video. Stay safe out there. Make sure you guys smash that like button. Join that Discord. Tell me I suck. We're almost at 2k subs. I will see you guys in the very next video. I'm gonna head out.